Hi everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So today I am bringing you our weekly update. It is Saturday. I'm coming to you from a different location today. I'm actually scrapbooking for the weekend. So we are being safe, we're socially distancing, and it is all people that I know. So it's not like I'm just kind of at a retreat. It's all close friends. So we're all staying safe. We're all staying, again, socially distanced. So no worries there. So I have my list as normal, but I thought what we'd start off with today is our weekly topic at the WW studio. And I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk about that because it is actually one of our 4 pillars at WW. And I know that sometimes I talk about the topic. I don't think I've talked about it at all this year, but one of our 4 pillars at WW is sleep, and we were talking about sleep, but more focused on the bedtime routine. And I think it's very important to have a bedtime routine that will, I'm going to kind of get comfortable here and just so we can kind of get up close and personal and talk. So I thought we would just talk about bedtime routines in general. And a bedtime routine is something that will set you up for the next day. It will set you up to where you have less stress going the next day. So I have a certain nighttime routine, and I'm just going to kind of just high level tell you what that is. And let me know down in the comments if you would like me to film my nighttime routine and show you what I feel makes me successful to get a jump start on my following day. I know that you've heard me talk about it, and especially if you attend my classes, you've heard that I like to run my dishwasher at night and also throw towels in the dryer at night because of the fact that towels, you don't need to fluff those up the next day, and you have the towels ready to go to be folded, and it's one less thing that you have to contend with. And sometimes towels do, they just take a little longer to dry. And the reason why I like to do my dishwasher at night is because of the fact that I can quickly unload my dishwasher in the morning, and I can do that while I'm getting my coffee ready. And it takes, 3 minutes flat. Time yourself. I guarantee you it'll take you less than 5 minutes to unload your dishwasher. If it's taking you longer than that, let's chat, because there's bigger issues that are, preventing you from getting those dishes put away. Like maybe you don't have enough room for all your dishes when they're clean. I used to run into that problem too when I had way too many cups in my cupboards. But that's another discussion for another day. But I mean, just those, that's 2 of my items that I make sure that I do for my bedtime routine, because of the fact that when I get up in the morning, I'm not stressed. I'm not walking into a kitchen with dirty dishes in the sink. I'm not fumbling trying to find my favorite coffee cup because it's dirty from the day before. So let me know, like I said, let me know in the comments if you want me to film that, and I'll definitely film my nighttime routine to kind of show you how I do things, and maybe it'll help you as well. All right, so my weight loss or gain this week, we are not going to talk about that this week because of the fact that I normally weigh in on Fridays and totally forgot to check it on Thursday. So I'll recap that next week and let you know how I'm doing. Let's jump right into the books that I'm reading, and then we'll talk about dinners. We're changing things up this week. Look at that. Normally we kind of just talk about things in certain orders, but I'm just switching it up, keeping it fresh. All right, so the books that I'm reading this week, you know that last week I finished the book by Dorinda Jones. I don't know if I told you guys I finished. I may have finished it after I filmed it, but I think it was First Grave on the Right, I think is what it was. So I did not even know it was a series, and it's actually a series. So I went ahead and downloaded the second book, and it's called Second Grave on the Left, and I'll put a screenshot here. So if you're looking for that series, you'll be able to find it too. Again, reading the Rachel Cruz book, and yes, I am scrapbooking, but I'm also taking the time to, little me time to read my books. So I know it's probably backwards, but it is Know Yourself, Know Your Money, Rachel Cruz. Super good. I am about 50 pages into it, not too bad. Taking my time with this one because it's some good information, and I want to let it sink in because I think that some of the strategies in here may help reset how I think about money or how I feel about money, which is, you know, it's not a bad thing. All right, so I also have a local bookstore near me, and it's called Another Look Books in case you are in Michigan in the Downriver area. And they do a program where you trade in your old books and they give you credits. So they give you trade credits for your new books. Well, they called me on Thursday morning and said, hey, we have a book in for you. And I just happened to be going there anyway to drop off some books. So I picked up this book by Kay Hooper, and it's called Stealing Shadows. And I actually started this one night before last. I am on page 25. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a real page turner. So this is my first book that I've read by Kay Hooper, and it's a first in the series, which is really good. And with my trade credits, they'll cost me $2. I'm always up for a deal. So yes, I know I'm crazy. I have 3 books going right now, but I have a 4th one going, but we're just going to not talk about that one today. So that's my books. I have been really enjoying my reading. It has been helping to relax me and keep me from being, you know, it kind of takes me out of reality for a little while. And it's really good if you have something that can take your mind off of other things, especially with everything that's going on right now, you know, in society. All right. So let's talk about dinners. So here is my dinner menu for next week. We're going to do chicken club sandwiches. And the only reason why I'm going to repeat that one is because I haven't filmed that one for you yet. And even though it's a very simple dinner, I'm still going to film it because my husband really likes it. I am actually making those for lunch today for my scrapbook pals here. And we'll talk about we'll talk about that in just a second. And so I'm going to make that one again so I can film it for you. And what I might do is I might just film another what I ate today and include that recipe at the end, because again, it's going to be super simple. But again, it may give you an idea to switch things up for your menus. I'm going to make some chicken taco chili just because yum. I'm going to throw a pork tenderloin probably in my air fryer. I don't eat a lot of pork and I really like pork tenderloins, so we're going to have that. I may have a pack of pork chops in the freezer. If I do, I might switch that up. So we're going to have pork of some type. And then I'm going to leave day 4 open because day 4 is going to be trying new recipes. So I've got a few recipes on my radar. I think I know which one I'm going to make, but I want to throw it out there yet because I'm definitely going to try to get an extra cook with me out for you guys this week. So stay tuned for that. I did also film a what I ate today on Thursday. I think I posted it late Thursday night. So if you haven't caught that one, jump back and watch that one. And I'll try to remember to link that at the end of this video so that you can easily get to that one next if you haven't watched that one yet. And during that video, I had made the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and they're so good. And the bread that I used is not the normal bread that I use. The bread that I used was a little bit more in points. But again, you can use any type of bread you want. If you want to make it super low in points, use a Joseph pita wrap, and that will definitely take your points way down low, because the bread I used was 7 points and the Joseph pita will only be 1 point. So technically you could have 2 for the same price that I paid for 1. Just sometimes 2 is way better. All right, and so I'll include that at the end so that you can find that. I think the last video before last, maybe it was the last update video, I had talked about my scrapbook bins and how I was in the process of organizing. Nope. I put it as one of my March goals. That's where it came from. I was trying to think. Sometimes, you know, things slip my mind. So it was part of my March goals. So I worked on that really hard this week, and especially because I had to pack up my scrapbooking stuff, I thought it was really important to kind of figure out what was in those bins. So I took all the bins out. The cats helped. I will put a picture here. So the cats helped, and every bin that I emptied, whoop, 1 or 2 of them was in it. So funny. So I was able to finish that. I actually filmed that because I had several of you jump out and say, hey, I want to know how you organize your stuff. And just because I was organizing scrapbook stuff doesn't mean that you can't take that same concept and organize a closet or a linen closet or something of that nature. It can the steps that I use can apply to anything. So definitely check out that video. I'm hoping to have that one up probably in 2 weeks. I actually cut out labels for my cube system. I have a big cube system. I think it holds 20, 16, or I want to say 20 or 25. Ooh, I haven't counted them lately. But I made labels out of vinyl. So I'm going to put those labels on there so that I can easily find the things in the proper bins. And when I go to put stuff away, I know where it should go. So hopefully this new system will help me stay organized versus me having to go through these steps again. So I will definitely get that done for you. All right, so the last thing that I wanted to tell you about, let's talk scrapbook weekend. So when I do these scrapbook weekends, I do them a couple times a year. It's the same people that come, again, super close friends. We know each other. It works out great. But the fun thing about this is that one person cooks one meal the whole weekend. I think, like the group that I'm with, because I go with 2 different groups. One's like more of my family members that I scrapbook with, and this one is just some close friends. So we cook one meal. So I'm only responsible to cook once this entire weekend. So girls, even if you don't scrapbook, plan a weekend because super fun. And guys, I'm not even sure how to equate this to you. So even if you don't plan a weekend, plan something fun with your buddies. Sometimes something fun is really good. So I only have to cook once. So I decided to do those chicken club sandwiches because, again, we've been enjoying them so much. And I thought that, again, it would be something easy for me to cook, easy cleanup, and it's something that I thought that everybody would enjoy. Now, with the scrapbook weekends, sometimes there's some things that are not so point friendly. So we get the menu ahead of time, which is great. And when you get that menu ahead of time, you can pick and choose the meals that you think that you should eat. That's the easiest way to say it. So there was a couple meals that I did skip. And in skipping those meals, I had brought because I had made the crustless quiche last week during my meal prep. And I had still had a couple pieces of that left over. So I brought that with me. And I had that Friday for breakfast, and I had that this morning for breakfast, which was great because it's 1 point. And the more opportunities that I can take to have some lower point foods this weekend, the better. So then I can enjoy some things later that really intrigue me or something that I really want that I don't have that often. And I think that's the key to balancing your food and your menu when you're doing things like this. So just because you're on this WW journey does not mean that you can't do things because you're afraid of the food. Trust me, your friends are not going to look at you funny if you bring your own food. They are not. A couple of them are going out to dinner tonight. I'm probably not. Yeah, I'm leaning towards not going out because I did bring a teriyaki chicken bowl with me with cauliflower rice. Again, 1 point. So I may just go ahead and have that today and enjoy that for my dinner. And that way, again, bonus, I can have something fun later. So I just kind of wanted to bring that up because of the fact that I want you to know that this is a journey. This is a lifestyle. You do not have to totally stop enjoying things that you want to do or enjoying going out or anything else because of the fact that you're afraid you won't be able to stay within your points. That's what your weekly points are for. So use them, enjoy them, because again, that's what they're there for. All right, so I think that that's all I want to say. I think that I can wrap things up now. I want you to leave me some comments below. Let me know if you have any questions. Give me some thumbs up because I like to see those. And with that said, oh yeah, I was going to say this too. Share this with your friends. If you think this will help your friends or if your friends are starting off in the WW journey, or even if you're in your Zoom classes or in your actual meeting workshops and people are asking about meal prep, share my channel if you don't mind. I would really appreciate, getting the new followers, and again, having this community grow. And the more the community grows, the better tips that we get and the better that I can make the channel, because then I'm getting more and more suggestions from you. All right, so with that said, signing off for real this time. Have a great day, have a great Saturday, and we will see you next video.